So we are not going to let you sit anywhere else, but of course the center. Esha Gupta, who of course is an actor who needs no introduction, is joining us today. And we welcome you and also, of course, congratulate you because you're going to be conferred with a very special award today as well. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much, Uday. Thank you, guys. And good evening to all of you. Thank you for being here. I enjoyed thoroughly the talk before. Talking about cross-cultural weddings, it'll be soon happening over here. So we know where it's going. We know where it's going.
Yes, true. Okay, let's start out, by asking you, because we're speaking to successful women today from all walks of life. You're one, of course, in your own right, and you have been over the last many, many years. So I have to quickly ask you about what is your success mantra, because there are a lot of young women today in the audience and a lot more watching you on television and our digital platforms today. They aspire to be like you. What has been your success mantra?
Uday, I really wish that there was one mantra in life that we could all follow. Then I think life would be so much easier for all of us. The only thing I really have understood, which I think you learn with age, grace, and of course with a lot of experience, is just one and one factor, which is to, if you've got the dream, I feel if the dream is there, then don't give up on it. Keep working towards it. But also there's a limitation to that you can keep doing. But just don't give up, because everything you get, it's on the time that you're supposed to get it. But you have to just keep going. Like I honestly, from where I started, where I am, I never thought this is where I'll be in my life, ever from the distance. मतलब मेरी तो family भी यहाँ से नहीं है, तो सोचा भी नहीं था कि ऐसे आप लोगों के सामने बैठूंगी. But वो एक सपना, I feel if it's universe has put it in my mind, so I have to achieve it, and here I am. So all I'll say is, please don't give up, because आजकल थोड़े, I think social media के वजह से people are kind of getting little lazy and they want instant gratification. So just keep going, like all of us have done. I know you for so many, like beginning of my career, and we've been friends since then, and look at where we are right now. So it's just because we've been persistent with it.
And I'll tell you one thing, not just women, but men too. A couple of our political editors today, they said, हमें एक ही photo आज खिंचानी है. मैंने कहा किसके संग? ईशा गुप्ता के संग. So yes, Megha.
Yeah, Isha, one more very serious subject that you touched upon, and you sort of, reached out to a lot of young girls and women. And when we talk about the career and biological clock conflict, and you spoke about how in 2017, which was a really long time ago, yet you decided to freeze your eggs, and you froze your eggs. What is the message that you want to send out to the people, especially the women? And how supportive today do you think are their male counterparts when they accept this, acknowledge this? Because perhaps some years ago, it wasn't something that was talked about. It perhaps also looked like a taboo subject.
So, one thing is, I think what has changed in the society is वो pressure अब नहीं रहा कि अच्छा अब शादी पढ़ाई हो गई, स्कूल हो गया, नाम के लिए यूनिवर्सिटी करा देते हैं, that okay, she'll study something and then let's get her married, then let's make her have babies. That time is gone, because now women are getting more independent. We want to have our own money, so no one tomorrow can throw you out of your life. That is what I think every woman's goal should be. That is what my goal is. That is what I would want to teach my daughters. That never be dependent on any man, even if it's your father, your brother, your spouse. So don't stop your career. But now the good thing is technology has reached to the point where someone like me, so 2017 जो आपने मुझसे पूछा, I was single for 4 years at that time. मेरी life में there was no one. Of course, the family I come from, my parents were more than happy finding me a nice boy from Delhi, शादी करा दो. But I don't think वो हो पाता, because mentality नहीं match हो पाती. And I was very clear, I don't want to be with anyone in the industry, my industry, because I think then you don't get along, and we can't have two people looking in the mirror all the time. So I decided to freeze my eggs in 2017, only because right now we are talking 6 years down the line. And I don't know. I am with a really amazing person. We have not decided when we'll get married. But guess what? Right now, because of that factor, I can still continue working, stand on my feet, make my life, have house, have car, whatever I want to achieve, my own money. And also tomorrow, even if 1% I do not have any man in my life, I still have my own child, which I can do. And I think that's the beauty that people are able to now achieve thanks to egg freezing, and women can continue working. You know, that pressure of society ki ab aapka biological clock is clicking, it doesn't matter anymore.
But I think
But
what's also...
she also spoke about, you spoke about if you were not pursuing your career, you would have already gotten married and had children.
Yeah, for sure. The reason I said this is if I wasn't an actor, I would have. But also because I studied law, I started acting at the age of 27. Look at the age that everyone starts acting and getting into this industry is like 18, 19. Because I finished my studies, it happened because he wanted to happen, and he wanted, like God, I believe, he wanted me to enter this industry. But the fact being that we are able to, now, women, all of us, now my time has changed, let's say that. I know I wanted to have a lot of kids, but even then I don't think 27 also wasn't that early. I was single at that time also. So maybe 32, 33, but like I said, even at 32, 33, the age that I actually did my egg freezing, that's the time when most of my friends already have kids who are 10-year-old. Yeah. But I don't have that pressure. I can even be a successful lawyer, and I don't have to think. You cannot expect a woman to be homemaker, feed the kids, and work. So, like I said, it gives us that opportunity to, venture ourselves.
But it's also, path-breaking for a mainstream heroine to speak about issues like this, Esha. So, where does that drive, confidence come from? And is that also the sign of the changing times that we live in? There are many heroines now who are, of course, working, and they're saying that they're getting much better work after marriage, which they never thought earlier they would do. Nahi to pehle shaadi nahi karti thi. Now, a mainstream actress like yourself talking about freezing their eggs is something we wouldn't hear about earlier.
I think, Uday, it's also because industry, हमें लगता है इंडस्ट्री हैज चेंज, बट इंडस्ट्री इज जस्ट अ रिफ्लेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटी. पहले की मूवीज में आप देखते थे माँ बाप को घर से निकाल दिया, बच्चा रो रहा है, दैट काइंड ऑफ मूवीज जो हम दिखाते थे, बिकॉज तब वो होता था सोसाइटी में बहुत ज़्यादा. फिर वट एवर वी शोन, आई ट्रूली फील it's a reflection of society, because we can only show some movies are different, but most of it is that, including so many. You and I spoke backstage about my favorite show, Panchayat. What is it? It is actually that happens in the villages. So now, because society.
Who else are Panchayat fans over here? Panchayat fans in the house? A lot of them.
See, so that's what we show. I mean, what the reality is. So I think what is happening now is society बहुत acceptable हो गई है कि women are still working. It's okay to have a mother working. If in a normal life, it's okay to for a mother to be an actor till the time, because what have you lost? You've only gained. You've not lost anything. Your presence is there. So I think I would like to really thank all the people here and all our society for changing that and letting us not feel the pressure कि एक तो your hair has to be perfect, your skin has to be perfect, ऊपर से 22 साल की एज में बच्चा भी कर लो, सक्सेसफुल मूवी भी दे दो. It's not possible for a woman to be the epitome what society thinks. So I'm really glad that every woman is now, we have Krishna also sitting here, who's a dear friend. I was seeing her show. So look at what women are doing now, mainstream and what women are doing. So I'm really glad that women are now, औरत को हर दर्जे में आपको तवज्जो हम दे पा रहे हैं. Let's just say that. Look at the astronauts. So it's not anymore घर बैठो अच्छा खाना बना लेती है. नहीं खाना बहुत है बनाने के लिए, but this is what I do.
But just taking off from, you just mentioned her show. Yeah. What is one thing you are fearful of? Any fear you want to overcome?
Like physically. Oh, I don't think, the only thing I'll never do, and I have to tell you especially, is bungee jumping. I don't know why I've had, मैं सब कर चुकी हूँ. Skydiving, अभी तक का मेरा record है 9 times. And I have the certificate, so I do solo divings. I do deep sea diving because, again, I have a level in that. I do racing. I've only done twice in Austria. I've not done a lot, but I enjoy all these things. Bungee jumping, I don't know. I think I'm fearful of that.
Okay. I also want to talk about the film industry, Bollywood. There has been a transformation. And since you talk about women are becoming more and more ambitious, you want to be financially independent. And you want to have it all. And why not? How do you see this transformation has taken place in terms of the kind of cinema that we are seeing, in the kinds of opportunities, even women directors, women-centric movies?
You know, I think the best example for me, for that, to be honest, which I love, is around. It's not. I'll mention the movie which I think is about today's woman, but also not really disrespectful. Also, family life we are showing, not actor base, is Rocky and Rani. It's because आपने दिखाया है, a woman is standing for herself, a woman is working, and they get married because everyone wants that eventually, right? A companion, and not just women, I think even men want that. So I think, that's what I think the society is reflecting. Like I said, it's people are okay with that. तभी ये movies चल रही हैं. अगर वो movies नहीं चलती, इसका मतलब लोगों को वो accept नहीं कर पा रहे. Even in that case, one of my favorite, absolute amazing movie is Piku. आप उसमें जो दिखाए, because ये होता है. I go, my mother, this year I was telling my team was really unwell. She was thrice in the hospital. My father, how much can he do in that age? So my sister and me, we are two children of the house. We don't like to call off women of the house. We are the children of the house. We took care, and then you're like, and we're still working like men do. Usually, I remember there was this concept in older movies, जब आदमी काम करके वापस आता है, उसको इतना stress होता है, but then you realize men have more responsibility. They're taking care of the parents, because biologically, I think ये आता है in men, that it's our responsibility to take care of our sister, our mother, our brother, our wife, and do work as well. But now the good thing is the women are doing that. But like I said, because society has changed, it's okay for a girl to do whatever she wants. It's not wrong because you are not okay with it, but she's happy,
OTT, how have you adapted to this trend of OTT, and how do you believe the industry has evolved for you, and has your choices, determination also changed over the years?
Oh, definitely. Listen, I'm one of those who is really happy that the OTT has come, more as an audience, not just as an actor, because there's so much beautiful content. And now the good thing is, coming back to my favorite series, Panchayat, लोग otherwise ना ऐसी movies नहीं बनती हैं, क्योंकि लोग देखते नहीं सिनेमा में. OTT का फायदा क्या? It comes, it stays for weeks. It's not necessarily weekend hit. It can be anything, it's not a weekend hit. So Panchayat, like a series like that, I come from a village called Amroha in UP. That is what actually happens. I have seen, because I've studied till the age of 5 in, over there in Arya Samaj school. This is what actually happened when teachers also used to talk, my nana, nani, everyone. This is what the basic conversations were happening. But a lot of people like us, a lot of people over here as well, I'm sure even my friends who are very grounded but won't know that actually villages में क्या problem है. So OTT से एक फायदा कि हम stories हर type की दिखा पा रहे हैं, but दूसरा जो major फायदा है, we have beautiful great actors and artists जिन्हें अब मौका मिल रहा है, जिन्हें films में मौका नहीं मिलता, क्योंकि films में I understand आप वही बेचना चाहेंगे, उन्हीं को लेना चाहेंगे जो बहुत बिकते हैं. That's the reason people stick to the big actors. But on OTT you don't have to do it, because after a year suddenly you'll be like, wow, what a show.
Okay.
So that's something also that irritated you earlier, that women-led cinema was less, and just mainstream heroes को कुछ भी दे देते थे और चल जाता था.
Yeah, for sure. But like we said, अब OTT की वजह से वो भी change हो गया है. पहले क्या होता था, till even I entered the industry, till I think 4 years back I'm talking. Listen, I mean, you have 50, 60-year-old man and they'll be romancing a 20-year-old girl. That never happens. In real life, you won't be respected. You'll be called someone else who's just taking care of a girl. But now in the movies, they only want to, because of the age, complex that heroes have, they are taking girls who are 30 years younger to them. It's impossible. So what I like in OTT is that you're getting that different range and you're showing the reality. And actresses, heroines, female are getting more opportunity. Like one of the, Karina's that Jaane Man or Jaane Jaan, that movie came?
Jaane Jaan.
Jaane Jaan. So if you see, who's the main lead in that? Karina. And where Chandni came off Karina's at that time, it didn't do well in the cinemas. Karina was main even at that time, but now it did well. All great actors, but it's doing well because people want to see. Again, not a cinema release, it's an OTT release. But that's what OTT does. घर बैठे हुए इंसान को they can see and they can be like, ये इतना अच्छा है.
Okay. Also, very exciting times ahead. What are your new projects and movies that you're going to be taking?
Okay. So, Ashram, which everyone has been waiting because पीछे बहुत मुझसे पूछा गया उस बारे में, that we are shooting next year. It's starting. This year I have a movie called प्यार हमें किस मोड़ पे ले आया. Strangely, 12 साल हो गए इंडस्ट्री में, but it's my first rom-com. I don't know, earlier people didn't see me, and to be honest, not like I understood rom-com, because in real life, I love, but it's not something that I live in a pink world, you know. So this is my first rom-com, and I can't believe that this is my first. So I'm most excited about this film because it's all packaged, and just we'll start marketing and release it soon.
But I'm sure many people want to ask you that नए आश्रम के बारे में, तो थोड़ा और बताइए.
I honestly can't tell you much about it, but अगले साल हम शुरू कर रहे हैं. आप भोपा स्वामी को and Lord Bobby को आप बहुत जल्द देखेंगे, with of course me creating all the huss fuss and you know सब controversy लाना उसमें. It's really cool. I mean, then again, जैसे आपने बात किया OTT का, we were talking. I want to get that point again. I wouldn't have got that opportunity if it wasn't for OTT. We wouldn't have shown that series, that movie. We all know what the series is about, the story. हम वो दिखा नहीं पाते अगर OTT नहीं होता.
And that versatility also may not of your side. But you know, very quickly on Bobby Deol, what do you think of him in Animal? I mean, such a small role, and he killed it. He raked all the awards away and got this much deserved appreciation.
I've not seen the movie. Okay. It's not the kind of movie that does anything for me, and I love Bobby, and I think honestly Bobby's life changed after Ashram, and I think it was his time, and a lot of credit goes to people and Prakash sir for it, because Prakash sir, he got it, and Bobby deserves it. You know, he's hardworking, he's the nicest, most eloquent man that I've met, and he deserves it. And oh my God, listen, वहाँ पे you won't believe, and even in the flight this morning I was flying, this guy, oh Esha Gupta, whatever, taking picture, he only kept asking me Lord Bobby, and I looked at him. I was like, listen, I'm gonna tell Bobby this, that he didn't call him Bobby Deol, he was Lord Bobby. And that's what we were saying, right? This is the beauty of society changing and OTT, that we can get someone who's, Bobby Deol was not working, he was not doing anything. I know race happened, but it didn't do anything. Then a story like this came, his career's changed, and now Bobby Deol is, like I said, Lord Bobby.
Okay. Also, going back memory lane, which has been the most memorable, exciting role that you've played in the past?
Apart from जो मेरी first movie थी, because Jannat 2, memorable because I'll always remember my first movie, but I think Ashram was a series, so I'm going to put it out. I think Rustam. Because Rustam was my first grey role, dark role that I did, negative. And I realized, wow, in life, हमें सिखाया जाता है to be a nicer person, to be nice to everyone. But sometimes we forget अगर कोई अच्छा नहीं है, वो किस reason से. And that's the first movie I realized that. Okay. As a human also, you're growing every day. And I think after that I've started enjoying, मतलब now I only give feelers out and tell all the casting directors कि please negative role हो, उसके लिए मुझे बुलाइए.
Yes, okay. I think we'll end now with a rapid fire.
Let's do rapid fire.
Done.
Sure, okay. Ready.
Fine. So my first question, who has been your all-time favorite actor and actress?
Okay, so epitome of an actress, because हम इंडिया में हैं, it's Rekha ji for me. I think for a lot of them, but Rekha ji has to be, because अभी एक अवार्ड शो आता है ना, उन्होंने डांस किया, and oh my God, मतलब वो उनके expressions आप बता सकते हैं कि वो एक actor हैं. I mean, she's an actress, so for me it's Rekha ji.
Okay, Uday?
Yes, that was amazing. 22-minute performance. You know, recently I saw that. I was there. Fantastic. Are you a mountains person or a beaches person?
Oh, both. I do climb a lot, and I love beach because
you're getting the Shakti Award today. Where do you derive your Shakti from?
You know, I'm very religious, and I think my Shakti comes from Shivji, and that's what we say. Shivji is Adi Shakti, right? He's half woman, half man, and this is where the Shakti comes from. So my Shakti comes from him. Whenever I give up, it's God taking care.
Your favorite travel destination? You have to pick one.
Okay, Madrid, but obvious reasons, Madrid.
Okay. Also, what is that one thing that you cannot leave home without?
My chili flakes and Tabasco because मैं बाहर इतना रहती हूँ कि you know हम लोग देसी हैं and I actually न्यूज़ में बोल सकती हूँ I mean कोई पकड़ेगा तो कोई बात नहीं but मैं बहुत मिर्चियाँ ले जा चुकी हूँ जो अलाउड नहीं है but मैं हरी मिर्च ले जा चुकी हूँ बाहर and मैंने जहाँ जहाँ घर है वहाँ मैं बो चुकी हूँ ताकि मुझे हरी मिर्च मिले so that's my one thing.
Your guilty pleasure.
My guilty pleasure is छोले भटूरे and हरी मिर्च.
Delhi mein ho, you better have it before going back to Mumbai.
Of course, it's
Okay.
already ordered.
Yes. And finally, 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay.
Let's play that.
Ooh. Okay. Me, I have to say it.
Tell us 3 things, 2 truths and 1 lie.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I'm getting married next year. I love cats, and I'm a trained classical dancer.
Fantastic.
So
We leave it to
who's
you
going
to guess.
Who's
Good note
going
to
to
end
guess what's the lie
मैं पहली
and what
बता
are the
देती हूँ
2
इससे पहले
truths?
न्यूज़ बने नहीं हो रही मेरी अगले साल शादी कहीं मेरे
It's up to
no it's live पता चला my father is watching the show and telling me when is it happening beta it's not happening papa I'm telling you now.
Okay. So guys, it's up to you to guess, of course, and send in your comments on which you feel is the lie. But I think that's a good note to end on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations
Thank you
on
so
your
much,
award,
Esha.
and thank you so much for
Thank
being
you
with us.
so much.
Always a
Thank you
pleasure.
for
Esha
having
Gupta.
me.
Before we let you go, a small token of appreciation.
Food partner.